Hello and welcome to the United Devil channel with me, JB. This is the watch along for the Man United versus Leeds match. After 25 days of non-football, watching everybody else win cups, everybody else play, it's our turn to try to get those 3 points and our turn to basically try, in my opinion, try to secure the Champions League space. I think tonight is going to be a really interesting match. If you don't know the team news, I have put the team up on the left, and the team is going across the bottom as well. You will notice that Fabrizio Romano has not hit let's go, but he did put a post out on X basically pointing towards the Kobbie Mainoo deal up until 2031. So we can talk about that as well. So please get in there. Feel free to let me know about the Kobbie Mainoo deal, which incidentally, Kobbie Mainoo isn't playing today. So if you don't know the team news, get ready, sit down, hold on to your hats. Luke Shaw, Mazraoui as the fullbacks. Martinez, the Butcher, is back. Lahrmann's in goal, of course. Yoro. Then we have Casemiro. I need to change Kobbie Mainoo on there because Kobbie Mainoo isn't playing. It's Ugarte. I will just change that in a second. Shesko is playing. Mbeumo isn't playing. So it's Ahmad, Cunha, Shesko up front. Ugarte, Casemiro, Fernandes, Luke Shaw, Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, and Martinez. I'm not forgetting Lahrmann's as well. So I will just change Kobbie Mainoo for a second. Let's get that. Let's change that over. So, guys, this is your watch along. So let me know what you think about the team. I'll give you my opinion in a second once I've updated the team news. I don't mind it. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised, but in a good way. On the basis that I think Michael Carrick maybe has finally not seen through some of these players, but is this Carrick trying to put his stamp into his own team? And I honestly, I'm actually quite impressed. So get in with your comments, get in with your chats about the team. Kobbie Mainoo, potentially, well, there's going to be a deal there, a 5-year deal in the making there. Fabrizio has sort of confirmed it as well. So let's get into it. Scott said no vertical stream. No, I'm just doing a normal stream like this, mate. I've got to start it. I think it looks better. I do. I think it does look better, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do a vertical stream probably from now on. So yeah. But look, get into the comments, get into the community. Yeah. So look, team news. If you have just joined today, is United are going to go with Lahrmann's in goal, Luke Shaw, Yoro, Martinez, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, Cunha, and Shesko. So I think it's a brave move. I really do. I think it's a brave move of Carrick. I'm actually quite impressed. I'll give you my opinion as we spoke about. I think he's done it because I don't think Kobbie Mainoo is defensively strong enough. I'm not saying Ugarte is better, but I think Ugarte is more defensive minded than Kobbie Mainoo is. I think he needs a disruptor in there. I think that's the point of it today. I think Ugarte is in there as a disruptor of play. I think he knows that Leeds are going to basically be chaotic. They're going to look to press on the front foot, and he's got in some respect, defensively, I actually don't think that's too bad. So, Michael Carrick, it could be a genius move. As Scott says there, so Dallo is exactly. Ugarte would play like prime Zidane today. Ugarte has got his chance. I don't mind this. I know there's going to be plenty of people, complaining, and in some respects, correctly so. But it just goes to show, in my view, that Ineos, where they've put us as a team. So I actually admire him for doing this today. I'm actually quite impressed with Carrick today. Shesko starts. I'm really happy that Shesko has started as well. Fantastic. I think it's Carrick. Carrick, I think, is going to get the job. But this is what I like. This is what I want to see. I want to see Michael Carrick do something different in this squad, and it looks like he is doing that difference. So I am quite impressed with Carrick. Look, Ugarte, if it doesn't work, at least he's tried. So I'm not opposed to it today. So we are going to get into it again. As I say, if you have just joined, Larmans, Luke Shaw, the Butcher is back. Yoro, Mazraoui, Casemiro, Ugarte, Cunha, Fernandez, Dallo, and Shesko. So obviously, surprise, Mason Mount hasn't started. In Mbumo, that's an interesting one for me that he's not started. He's gone out of the side, and this is why what we spoke about yesterday with the way that Leeds play. We're going to look to counter. We're going to look to get behind them. We're going to look to expose that. I think Ugarte's in there for legs. I do. I think Ugarte, as much as people don't rate Ugarte, what he does do, he's very much like a wasp. He buzzes around the place, and he makes a problem. Most of the time, he's our issue as well. Dino Hughes is in the house. Dino is the man. JB, my man. Dino, my friend. I hope you're doing extremely well, buddy. So we are going to get into it. Look, the match is going to kick off in 13 minutes or so. I was in a different channel before. He was live from Old Trafford. I give the channel a shout out and got some new subs. I was in a different channel before. He was live from Old Trafford. I gave the channel a shout out and got some new subs. Nice one. Legend. Nice one. Scott, if there's anything, Scott is a legend on this channel. Scott is a man of the people. Scott is an absolute legend on this channel. So I want to know about the game today. What are your thoughts? This is a massive 3 points today. Without a shadow of a doubt, I think this is a massive 3 points today. I truly believe if we get a good result today, in an ideal world, what I would love to happen is I would absolutely love us to put a marker down today. Let's put a marker down today of we are here. We are going to secure third, fourth, fifth. That is what I want to see today. I want to see us put a marker down. Do I think that we will? I think that's me overreaching. Wow, you're welcome. The people's champion. I am the Rock. Scott is the Rock. I'm like, who's an old one? Scott is definitely the people's champ. 100%. Need to send a message to the rest. Yes, exactly that. Where are we? Let's have a little look. Let's get my bearings straight. So I'm impressed with Carrick tonight. This is a big 3 points tonight. In terms of our fixtures, I will just bring those up. I think we've got Liverpool, Chelsea coming up. I think they are the next couple of games. I shall tell you who we've got as well, just to put this match into context. So we've got Leeds tonight, then we've got Chelsea. I think we beat Chelsea and it's done. It's done. I think this is why 3 points tonight are so pivotal tonight. I can't even express, I think, how pivotal those points are tonight. 3 points tonight. I think on Saturday, I think a draw or win away, and look, I don't think Chelsea are there to be beaten. We've got home game against Leeds tonight, away to Chelsea, home to Brentford, home to Liverpool. We could have. I would expect if we get 2 wins and a draw, I expect Carrick to be announced by May. By May the 3rd. I think if we know we've got Champions League by the Liverpool game on the 3rd of May, I think that's when they announce Carrick as coach. Or if it's confirmed we've got Champions League before that. So look, Carrick tonight, if he wants to be the coach, I'm not adverse to. If you smell what Scott is cooking, hopefully he's cooking something nice. I'm rather buzzing, so my oldest one is little boxing about. I'm a second done. Look, big up to Skies kids. They are clearly sporty. Clearly, So look, absolute fantastic, and congratulations to Sky and her amazing children. We are 9 minutes from kickoff. So Fabrizio Romano, if you've not heard already, he put a post out a couple of weeks on the 24th of March about Kobbie Mainoo and a 5-year deal. He put an arrow and something today up in regards to Kobbie Mainoo and a 5-year deal. Kobbie Mainoo, I think, switches in the house. Watch along, let's go. Exactly, yes, it is a watch along, let's go. I think Kobbie Mainoo is going to sign a 5-year deal. And the interesting thing for me is that Kobbie Mainoo isn't playing today. The reason why I like this from Carrick today, and I shall tell you for why I like it. Can I do a link? Of course, Dino, legend, stick it in there, buddy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Feel free to put your link in, buddy. I like what Carrick has done today. He's not scared to clearly drop people. He's clearly not scared to drop some of his star players. Mbeumo's clearly been dropped. Adalo has been dropped. Kobbie Mainoo has been dropped. Shesko is playing today. And even if Michael Carrick was to get this wrong, at least Michael Carrick has been brave today. Exactly, Sky. Exactly. It completely depends on what it links to. I'm sure it's. I know it's all above board. It's all above board. It is all above board. So I'm just going to listen now to some of the commentary. Love it. And it's a fantastic night. It really is. It's a fantastic night tonight. Here we go. I thought Shesko is injured. No, Dorgu's injured. Is Shesko injured? No, Shesko isn't injured. Shesko was injured. De Ligt is injured. Dorgu is injured. Mason Mount. No. But Martinez being back is absolutely fantastic. And as we spoke about this afternoon, if Martinez is fit, then he has to go straight back into the side, and that is what's happened. I've got to take my hat off to Carrick. I like this team. Liam says, good evening, I'm glad to see Martinez back in the team. So let's get the 3 points. Reds, Liam, spot on, my friend. Absolute spot on, buddy. That is what we need tonight. We need those 3 points tonight. Romero out for the rest of the season. More problem for Spurs. Oh, Spurs. Look, another thing is we've got to win tonight, because otherwise we're going to have Arsenal fans on our case tonight. So we absolutely 100% have to win tonight, because I don't want Arsenal fans on our case tonight. I want to see us put a marker down tonight. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see us put a marker down tonight. I really, really do want to show out a statement of intent tonight. Like, Dino, look, I think Dino, his channel, check it out, is going to be a very, very good channel. I think it's going to be a very, very big channel. So check out the Boxing Hub. It is good. I've got to say, Dino, as a fan of boxing, my friend, I'm looking forward to your lives. Yeah. So check him out. Boxing Hub is awesome. Two goals coming from Shesko, says Sky. Oh, I want to see this. Yeah, a boxing channel. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Subscribe to Dino, his Boxing Hub channel. Brilliant channel, mate. Game time, Sully. Game time. After 25 days. 25 days. Right. I want to see sharpness. Dino, mate, it happens to me quite a lot, mate. It happens to me quite a bit. I'm sure it's going to happen to me on this stream. It is, yeah. Here we go. Henderson, it's finally great to be here. Legend, thank you, buddy. Hope you're doing extremely well. United, it's good. It is good. It is good to be back. It's good to be out. We are going to go for this match. I want to see intensity. I want to see urgency. I just want to see some good football tonight. So let's do this. Let us do this tonight. It's so good to see Shesko. So good to see Shesko win the second balls. Exactly, Sully. Exactly. I think that's what Carrick has done tonight. I think Carrick has watched the show last night and listened to what we said last night. They're going to come at us. We need to be controlled. We need to control the game. We need to get the ball over the top, attack those, because their back forward doesn't like to be attacked. So, Michael Carrick, Larman's in goal. Heaven forbid. Sadalo isn't playing, by the way. Mazraoui, Yoro, Lissandro is back. Luke Shaw. Hold the phone. We've got Manuel Ugarte, Casemiro. Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes and Matthias Cunha and Shesko up front. Go on, Shesko. Come on, Shesko. Going to be live streaming for the Wardley Dubai. If anyone is interested, yeah, I will happily be on that fight, mate. That looks like a quality fight. I'll be happy, mate. I'll hold your hand, Dino. Talking about boxing, did anybody see the Fury fight? Because so Fury's actually come in for a lot of stick from what I saw on the night, but I actually thought Fury. I actually thought that was a very. I thought it was a very technical, very polished, accomplished performance, because I think Fury wanted those rounds. I think Fury. If he really pushed himself, I think he could have taken him out. I think Fury needed those rounds, and towards the end, I think from probably about 7th to 10th onwards, I thought that he just looked lost, and I thought Fury looked really comfortable. So I actually quite enjoyed the Fury fight from a technical perspective. I thought he looked quite good, to be fair. Was a walk in the park for him. Just wanted the round under his belt and cut it. Exactly, Scott. Exactly. I don't think people quite get. You're 16 months out of the ring. You need those 12 rounds, and he sadly hasn't got. He hasn't got the luxury of having another 4 or 5 fights. He's got, I reckon, probably another Another 3, maybe 3, 2, 3. 3 was disciplined. 3 could have finished. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what I thought. I was really impressed with him actually. He does look a little slower. I did think he looked a little bit slower. I know that's his sort of style. I know he's quite quick fit. I just thought there was something that a little bit off. I don't know if that's age or but anyway, look, it's just about to kick off. I need to make sure that I start my timer, and we go, and we go, and we go, and we go. The circus after the fight was just gold, though. Yeah, that bloke that Fury thought his name. That's true. That is true. That is true. I think he'll go for AJ as well. So we're back. We are back. We've got Ugarte playing. Let's hope Ugarte doesn't do Ugarte things. Yeah. Makhmudov. I thought like he was alright, to be fair. Like a really good test, actually. Really, really good test for him, I thought. Let's just... Come on. We need to see a fast start here. Ugarte's passed it well. He's made a pass. That was a terrible, terrible pass by Lenny Yoro. Come on, Lenny. Oh, Lenny Yoro there. Straight in there with a... That was a poor pass by Lenny. And that wasn't good, mate. That wasn't good, Lenny. That wasn't good, buddy. This is back with Leeds. Am I walking into people? Fury will be AJ. Says Ray. Yoro needs to wake up. Dino. Yoro needs to sort this out quickly. I don't know. I think AJ is half in, half out. I don't know. I think AJ might fancy Wilder next. Let's just leave it. Tanaka. Calvert-Lewin. Nice. Come on, Lenny. Lyman's to the rescue. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit behind. I'm probably behind, I think. Oh, Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro. This is what we said. This is what we said. This is my fear. Slow starts. We can't start slow in 20 minutes. To be clear, I don't like Fury. AJ doesn't need to fight Fury, but I agree with you, Ray. I do agree with you. Jamie Vargas is in the house. Absolute legend. Hello, JB. 2-1 Leeds. Eddie Hearn already said Wilder will be next, not Fury. Yeah. Love you, shirt. Thank you. I'm wearing this for Carrick. I am. I really hope so, Dino. I think that would be an excellent fight, mate. And this is what we spoke about with Leeds already. Frenetic, chaotic, fast start. Lahman's worth his weight in gold. Lahman's worth his weight in gold. That's nice by Casemiro. To Luke Shaw. Dino with the boxing scoop. Dino with the boxing scoop. Yeah, you're the man. With his insider knowledge. JB, you are old school like me, mate. I am, Jamie. I am old school. Old school. Sully says, yeah, and that's why I've got this on today. Oh, unlucky Shesko. I thought, I'm in support of Carrick. It doesn't necessarily mean that he would be my choice, but I want Carrick. If Carrick is the guy, then Carrick gets my support. That's bad news, says Ray. This is Leeds attacking down this side again. Get it out. Oh, for fuck's sake! Four minutes. I mean, what do like? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You have 25 days off. Ugarte here as well, by the way. Look, Ugarte. What is wrong? As Sky says there, what is wrong with these players? What is wrong with these players? Like Lenny Yoro, like we said yesterday, look, we talk about the games. We talk about the games before they happen. Okay? We talk about the games. We go into the detail on how we think that they should play. And this is what we said would happen yesterday. It is exactly what we said would happen. Just this team, I will keep repeating this. I dislike this team. I really, really, really do. There goes our positive start, says Dino. 4 minutes. This is what happens when you have 24 days off exactly. How can you not be ready, says Sully, exactly. This is this on the players or Carrick's tactics? I think that Euro says that Euro is a failed experiment. No more plays for 50 million. Euro there. You know, we can analyse that. Euro is at fault there. You know, he's a young guy. We'll go 1-0 down. Carrick won't throw the hairdryer just yet. Chin up, boys, and go again. Leeds are all over us. And the most frustrating thing for me, the most frustrating thing, Sully, Ray, Switch, Chad, is we spoke about this yesterday. We spoke about this. This is what we spoke about. This is how Leeds would play. No mainly big problems, says Chad. Maz was lost. Mazraoui, Euro was lost. And this is why, you know, for I think those people who are optimistic for the Champions League next season, this defence is pretty much going to be what's going to go into the Champions League. And Scott says, we look rusty. We do. We look leggy. We just look like we don't have a clue. Carrick would just say, chin up, boys, we can't appoint Carrick. What's with the leaving? I don't know, Jamie. I don't know. There's all sorts of stories around De Ligt, by the way. Back injury. There's something around his wife as well. There's something about him getting a divorce. There's something really weird. I disagree with you. Disagree with how you got the formation. It's 4-4-2. Yeah, I mean, look, I've just put the formation up. It's not a not a 4-4-2. It's just up there. Maz wasn't. There wasn't a look. The formation that I use isn't a like it's not a formation. It's just for me to get the team up there. Maz wasn't at fault. He couldn't account to do the backwards header. That's what you get for benching. Dallo, says Grace. How was Euro lost? He got as head the ball. Maz lost. Lack of match sharpness, says Dark. 3 weeks is a long time. Dallo would have made the same mistake. I think what we're seeing here, we're playing Sunday League football defence. What we're seeing here at the moment is what we've seen all season. I'm very, very calm. I'm very, very calm. This is what we've seen all season from this team. It takes them a while to get into a game. We're not great. 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 And this hasn't been the best of seasons either. Mazraoui's looking. Mazraoui doesn't look at it. Euro doesn't look at it. We are just. So Gary Neville is saying, right, Neville and the other commentator is saying that they wouldn't have expected Leeds to start like this. We predicted on here that Leeds would start like this last night. This is what we said. Go back and watch it last night. If I and we can predict without the data from the football experts, we predicted how Leeds would play last night. And guess what? This is how Leeds are playing. This is what Leeds are. That's nice by Mazraoui. That's much better. We need Bruno Fernandes to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Very, very chaotic start. If we lose, Arsenal fans can't... Arsenal fans will come for us. They always do. They always do. They always do. Bruno Fernandes needs to keep hold of this ball. We need to get control of this game. Defenders don't have to do much to intercept a Bruno pass, says Chad. Look, this is a game for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes did an interview in the Times talking about this team, how he wants to inspire players. Now is your time, Bruno. Now is your time. Now is your time. Shaky defending, 100%. 100%. 100%. And that's to say that Larmans has already saved one as well. We haven't settled, and he's trying. Hero ball, says Sully. Go on, Ahmad. Oh. The thing that is annoying me already is we predicted this last night. We spoke about this game last night. We said what was going to happen last night, and this is already happening already. We said it last night. We said it, and it just bugs me. It bugs the life out of me. I do need to change the score, by the way. So it is 1-0 to Leeds already, I would say, deservedly. Go on, Mazraoui. Who will be Lyman's backup next year? Anana's coming back. Yoro is quality. People are blind. I like Yoro. I don't think Yoro is a bad player, by the way. I do like Yeni. I can't even say his name. Lenny Yoro needs an experienced centre back with him. Martinez, I think if he played with him a lot, I think that Martinez would do him the power of good. Yoro needs time. Yoro is a young guy. I think he's got that attributes. I do. I just think he needs time. Oh, Yoro. As I say that, he gives the ball away. Fuck's sake. Come on, Lenny. Lenny's having a bad game. I can't remember the last time Ahmad scored. Yoro will be a good player. Oh, Ugarte. Yoro needs a real or a Vidic. I agree with you. If you have just joined, Leeds are winning 1-0, I would say deservedly. Leeds are playing exactly how I think they would always play. They're very frenetic. They close down really well. They like to cause problems. They are chaotic. Very, very, very good start. We look sloppy. One of my fears was we were going to be sloppy. We start off slow. We've started off slow again. And I don't know what Carey can do for this. I don't know. Another slow, disappointing start. Ugarte hasn't been particularly good. Yoro, I hope he can grow into the game. Clear this. Go on, Ahmad. Dina says Euro so hit and miss. Sally says, so if you have just joined, Larman's in goal, by the way. The Butcher is back. Sir Martinez, Euro, Luke Shaw. Go on, Shesko. Mazraoui. We've got Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, Ahmad, and Shesko up front. Get these balls into the box. Right, so it's 50 minutes in now. Can any board, any fan think Carrick can win titles with this team and play more than one game a week with this? Carrick isn't the man. Oh, Fernandes. Look, Ray, if I had my choice, would Carrick be my guy? And my answer would be no. But Carrick is going to get appointed, Ray. And Gus says, don't know how he can drop in Bumo. Well, because Bruno Fernandes has to play. He got there before the striker. What more must he do? I want to see Bruno Fernandes. You know, there's been a lot of... It could be worse. We could have had De Zerbi. Oh, Sir Jim Radcliffe is at it. Well, at the end of the day, Omar, you know, we might be losing to Leeds, but, you know, at least we've saved a few bob with Michael Carrick. You know, yes, we might be losing to Leeds. Oh, but, you know, we've saved a few bob with Michael Carrick in charge. Champers! Oh, Jesus Christ. Champers, go on, Ahmad. Oh, Shesko. Oh, Shesko. Shesko. Oh, Shesko. And this is why we need to be playing games. When other people are playing FA Cup, when other people are playing finals, we are waiting. And this is what we're seeing, in my view now, is we are seeing the repercussions of being crap. We had one bad pass. Bruno already had 3. Go on, Cunha. I'll leave off, ref. Cunha's getting booked. Cunha's getting booked. And Cunha's just trying to make stuff happen. Agree, Scott. We need to be playing games. We need to be playing games. What does he do with these? What does this club do? Like, this club needs, like, it is no excuse. Like, I know we haven't played games. And Chad says no Mainu in there. Look, I'm surprised that Kobe Mainu isn't playing. My only comment, Chad, would be this, is that I don't think we've played better with Kobe Mainu in the team. I'm not saying that Ugarte should start over Kobe Mainu. I think Ugarte isn't great. But if you look at the last 5 games, we haven't been good. And Kobe Mainu has played. So I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is I don't see the difference, really. Go on, Ahmad. Oh. But look, I do agree. Like, I like Kobe Mainu. I'd rather Kobe Mainu instead of an Ugarte. I would, and I'm not suggesting for a second that Ugarte should be playing in front of a Kobe Mainu. But the last 5 games we just haven't been good. looks like we can get some success down at Ahmad's side. And and again, as we spoke about yesterday, Sully, one of the things that's better by Euro. What we spoke about last night was we can get at them down the flanks because they're not very, very good. We definitely keep the ball better. And look, Chad, I agree with you. Scott says there's no passion. I do agree. We do look flat, Dino. I think we look flatter than a pancake. Chad, I think you're right. One of Kobe Mainoo's biggest attributes, in my opinion, is he's a very good progressor of that ball. I think there is nobody better. But I think the problem, I think... Go on, Cunha. Is that Sky says that this is a joke. I think for me, the reason why Ugarte, or the thinking of putting Ugarte is in here, is just if you're looking at how Leeds press now, and they do press high and they do press fast, is Kobe Mainoo's defensive work. Is it good enough to counteract Bruno giving away the ball? And that's why I think Ugarte's playing, is because the thought process behind it is that Ugarte playing in there allows Casemiro maybe to move forward a little bit, and with Martinez in there as well, that Ugarte is going to try to win the ball back and do the job that Bruno Fernandes when he loses the ball. The counter is on though yet. "20 minutes gone. It's not great. It's not great. It's not great. It's not great stuff. But I am not surprised. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Tanaka for Leeds is at Okafor, running at Lenny Yoro. Tanaka. Still with Tanaka. Ampadu's a good player. I like Ampadu. So Leeds are comfortable here. Nice for Lamins. Come on. Why are we so flat? We're so flat. It needs a spark. It needs a captain spark. As Dino says, we played like this most of the time. And Dino, mate, how many times have we had this conversation? Bruno Fernandes losing the ball again there, by the way. Bruno Fernandes, what are you doing, mate? Bruno Fernandes, for fuck's sake. Bruno Fernandes there. Just what is he doing? And Dino's right. Dino, how many times have we had this conversation? I feel like between each game there's a reset. We've played like this all season. You know, Scott has been here the whole season pretty much. Dino as well. How many times have we had these conversations? How many times? When people are saying to us that they're playing well, where is the creativity, as Scott says? Where is the spark? Where's the passion? He needs to control tempo for the moment. And not be risky, says Sully. He needs to do something. The problem is, Sully, I don't think we've got a conductor. We need a conductor. Like we need a conductor there. Yoro is just put Mazraoui into danger. Go on, Cunha. Cunha special. Go on, Ahmad. Go on. Oh. Lack of vision, Dino. We are lacking, extremely lacking in vision. Tanaka. Oh, I mean, look, we've been here all season. This is what we've watched all season, right? This is what we've watched all season. It's just another hot mess. Just another hot mess. It feels like to me Leeds are the home team. And let me ask you guys a question. You and girls, of course. How many players do we need to fix this mess? If Michael Carrick, when Michael Carrick becomes the coach of this team, what is he going to do with this team? How many players does Michael Carrick need to turn this round? And we quite often get it in the chat when people are talking about we're going to go for the league next season. We need 3 or 4 players. Looking at this, we need at least 7 or 8. Chad says, remember I said draw, says Chad. Yes. The remaining games should be played as if they're cup finals. Exactly. How many players does Carrick need to fix this? I am not necessarily Carrick. Carrick isn't my guy, but oh come on, this is dreadful. Come on, Butcher. 26 minutes gone. 26 minutes gone. Come on, Ahmad. This just looks. 11 new players to Scott. I think we look as bad as Chelsea. I do. Tanaka again. I really like Tanaka. And Ampadu. That's a great ball. Where's Mazraoui there? Okafor is not good. No. Get it out. It's just horrendous. What are we doing? What is this? What are we seeing? When they went to Ireland, did they go to Ireland on the piss? My question is here, it's almost like when you go on a school trip. Did they basically go on a school trip and go and visit the Guinness factory? Like, did they basically just go out to Ireland on the piss? Did they do a Rashford? Did they go to Ireland and they all just basically went out there and got trashed? Because I don't know what I'm seeing here. This is as bad as Chelsea. This is as bad as Arsenal. This is a disgusting performance again. What Bruno Fernandes? Oh, what are you fucking doing? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm just not reading the chats. This is fucking embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Just, I have no words to describe what I'm seeing here. And do you know what? On this channel, right, I get called Negativity Street. You know, I rant at times. I get it. I do. Right? Liam says, my assertion last night that Carrick has every right to to be considered as good as Enrique Pepe. It's looking a bit silly now, says Liam, mate. Liam, Liam, mate. Liam is a legend. Look, Liam, I understand, Liam. I completely understand the point. The point was, why shouldn't Carrick be given a chance, right? This is beyond Michael Carrick. I don't blame Michael Carrick. I don't blame him for this. Look, maybe Carrick has got this wrong, right? I get it. But this is not just about him. Look, he's got he's picking Ugarte. The Butcher's clearly not fit. The Butcher is not fit. He's got a captain who's not a captain, and people are gonna. And look, this isn't me going in on players necessarily. Bruno Fernandes losing the ball again. I keep saying it time after time after time. We need a captain. We need a proper captain in this team. This is why I can't stand this team. Watch most of my streams. I'll keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. I cannot stand this team. They're awful. The honeymoon period of Michael Carrick is over. It is not over. It is over. It is disgraceful. It is disgraceful. What am I watching? Chad says Martinez is a liability. I'm not watching that anymore, says Guy. Crazy how a midfield can disrupt the team. Our team is gutting head to toe. For Bruno is on the list. When we need a leader, exactly. Don't worry, we'll be linked to Yamal tomorrow, says Grace. Exactly. If we don't get one back before half time, then this game is done. Oh, Bruno and his stat padding. Terrible. Who else are we supposed to play? That's the main issue. Recruitment comes back to bite us. And Switch, I am partly with you on this one. Who is he supposed to play? This is recruitment. This is abysmal. This is as bad as we've played all season. All season. We have been... Go back. What we've spoken about on these streams. Right? We get worse and worse and worse. Our performances have got worse and worse and worse and worse. And this is now what we're seeing at the end of those performances. People come on here and tell us it's not about the performances. It is about the wins. We're seeing the performances drop. We've said this time and time again. We see this time and time again. And I think Liam is right. We miss Maguire, and the reason why we miss him is because he is a leader. He's got a calm head, and I think that Liam is right. We do, Scott. We really do. Now, this is a culmination, in my view, of one game a week. And Liam, I give Calvert-Lewin, right? I give Calvert-Lewin so much crap. It's all out there. I did a video on it, and I've apologised, and I'll keep on apologising for it. Calvert-Lewin, what he's done after the last couple of seasons, I think he should have a special award, because I thought that he was done. Fantastic. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes just needs to keep hold of that fucking ball and just... If I was Carrick, I'd be looking to the bench. I agree with you, Scott. I would make a change now. Make a statement. This is diabolical. Agree with you. This is, and I've watched us against Grimsby. I've watched every single game this season. This is one of the worst I've watched, and we keep saying it. We keep saying it on this channel time after time. What is he? Is Kobe Manu injured? Okay. This is a joke. 3 weeks off spin and social media. Exactly. It shows the drop off of quality. The cop calling a hi mate recognised me. Yes, mate. Hope you're doing extremely well, brother. Mbumo should have started. I think he should have started. The cop corner legend. No world class player will want to come to us and play under Carrick. Relegation battle inside. Don't mention Grimsby JB. Oh, this is just. No, we want to sign an Anderson. We want to sign a Tonali. A Gomez of Wolves. Liam says Ahmad has been the most positive player, best of a bad bunch. I agree with you. Ahmad is always a bit of a bright spark. Cunha's always looking to do something as well, by the way. But Ahmad, you're right. Carrick has Ollie syndrome, subs only after 70. Makes me wonder if he was in charge of the subs when Ollie was the manager. Leeds are going to score again. Yes, Ahmad is our only hope. I like Ahmad. I've always liked Ahmad. I really have. Anderson is just. He's not coming. He's not coming. Mbumo should have started based on what he's been crap. Well, based on experience. I just. But to go back to an earlier comment, we are seeing what these players are. What we're finally seeing, and Amarin will get a lot of stick, and Amarin does have to take a lot of flack for what he's done. But we are seeing these players for what they really are. Who else? Who else is there to blame anymore? The Cup Quality says, I think Anderson is brilliant. Both of our clubs, we desperately need him. I agree with you. I like Anderson. I do. I really, really like him a lot. I just don't think he's going to come to us. I don't. Oh yeah, it is. Thanks, mate. It is updated. So if you have just joined, Leeds are winning 2-0 and they have been the better team. The performance is worse than Amarin. Hope Player FC. See it now, says Sully. What I would do now, Scott, I would be brave and I'd go, do you know what, you bunch of wasters, this is what you've done to me. This is what you've done. And I'm now... Look, Michael Carrick's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose. Well, other than his job, which, I wonder what they're going to spin. I'm sick of the pressers. I'm sick of the pressers. I'm sick of the boring pressers. I am. Booking. I do think he's going there. City. Mbumo is warming up. Changes now. I do agree. Amarin got rid of the deadwood. Unfortunately, our team is full of it. Where are you playing Lacey? And Mbumo says, Liam. This is some of these players' chance to be noticed and try and claim a spot in the team. This is how they perform. We give Carrick the job. He'll be gone by January next year. I agree with you, Scott. Agree with you. These players only play for themselves. These players have no... It's the back four That is the clear issue tonight, says Liam. Liam, I think it's the whole team tonight. Look, the back four, Liam, is clearly the issue. I think it is across the pitch tonight. I think it's the midfield. I think it's the back four, the midfield. You know, we are Ugarte. How we haven't played in weeks and we look like we couldn't be arsed. I mean, this is probably going to go from bad to worse. Take the money and play, and they can't be arsed, says Dino. Few players missed out, and this is what we get. This is just abysmal. Abysmal. I think we can. Where does that put us? Give the job to Wilcox, since he fancies himself. Wilcox. He has presided over this shit show. Knowing it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Rio is so good. I like Rio. I do like Rio. I think Liverpool have got a good youngster there with Rio. I do. Oh, God, Michael Carrick just needs to do something. Certainly is the whole team, but the back four can't handle. Liam makes a fantastic point though. He says the back four can't handle Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I might bring heaven on for Lucia at half time just for the height. If I was a neutral, I wouldn't believe that. With Liam, mate, I think you've made the comment of the night so far. We've got a back four that can't handle Calvert-Lewin, who literally for the last 2 or 3 years has basically been dead. Just joined the chat. Good evening. The team is far too open at the back. I just think there is no cohesion in this team. I think Ugarte makes us unstable. Lucha is clearly not fit. You know, I said if he is fit, play him. He's clearly not fit. Yoro just needs somebody beside him to guide him. Where is Bruno Fernandes? Luke Shaw. Well, that was a good tackle by Luke Shaw then. Jesus. Well done, Luke. Well done, Luke. We need a goal. Dino says we look like a bunch of strangers. We absolutely do, mate. It's just nothing. I mean, Bruno. It's abysmal. Bruno Fernandes, the body language. This is a game with Bruno Fernandes. And this is why Bruno Fernandes, for me, is not the player of the season. He's nowhere near the Premier League player of the season. I've always said this. His stats, in my view, he's a stat padder. You know, when you need him the most, where is he? Look, and this isn't just on him, by the way. And again, look, he can't keep hold of the ball. Cup Quantas, sorry if you've already said it or he's injured. Maguire, my friend, is he got a red card. So Maguire is out. He's not injured. He's just out. JB finally rates Luke Shaw. Never. I said it was a good pass. I said it was a good tackle and a good pass. I do not rate Shaw at all. Hit it. Oh, someone hit it. Exactly. You know, I wonder tonight after this performance, and let's be clear, this is now the business end of the season. You can do all your stat padding and you can do all of that stuff, right? But when it counts, again, we need somebody. We need somebody that can stand up and be accountable, and Bruno Fernandes isn't. Liam says, "Oh, JB, that's a bit harsh on Bruno." Well, look. Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake! For fuck's sake! It's done. It's done. Oh, oh, oh my God! How is that not 3? How is that not 3? How is that not 3? Fucking Martinez. Jesus Christ. What? Honestly. 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 Jesus Christ. What a tackle that was. Jesus Christ. What a tackle. What a tackle that was. What a tackle that was. Oh, Martinez, butcher, mate. I mean, Bruno has had a bad 45 minutes. Everyone still thinks he's hit. Look, I'll give you my opinion on him. Look, my opinion on Bruno Fernandes hasn't changed all season. Hasn't changed all season. Bruno Fernandes, look, it's just not one bad, is it? Fernandes hasn't been good all season. But look, I'm so pissed off. 24 days for this. This is a test for Carrick. If he makes changes, he will make the right changes. Let's see. Look, Bruno Fernandes, for me, hasn't been good all season. He has gone missing half of this season. He hasn't been good. But look, I don't just blame him, but Bruno Fernandes, I keep saying this, is the captain of this club, and I think we have to hold him. Adolf Fernandes says switch. I think we've got to. Bruno Fernandes has to be held accountable. I'll get into that in a second, Liam. Well, that was abysmal. That was awful. And look, that is just not about Bruno Fernandes either. That is the whole team. That will be absolutely disgraceful. Look, Bruno Fernandes, look, I know Bruno Fernandes always seems to get the brunt of it, right? Bruno Fernandes is a fantastic, one of the world's best attacking passers, assisters, scores goals. Like, when he does that, he is one of the best in the world. There is no doubt. And there is no doubt at times when we need a goal, he comes up with that. But in a game like this where we need him the most, and Liam, look, if you go back and you watch, I would say, okay, maybe not 50%, but Bruno Fernandes for 40%, 45% of those games, he's either been good in one half of the game. Look, it's not all about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, if you look across the season, has probably done more than most players have in terms of assists and goals and activities and goals. There is no question about that. But for me to move forward, I think it's time for Bruno Fernandes to go. That is just my opinion. Look, I just want to do something different at this club. If Bruno Fernandes stays, I've not got a problem. But I haven't changed my mind on Bruno Fernandes. I know what Bruno Fernandes is. He's a maverick, a risk taker. And if you like that, then that's fine. But in games like this, and where most of the games we seem to play in the Premier League, where we need somebody to stick in a boot, we need somebody to grab a hold of this game. I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes isn't that. Bruno Fernandes needs somebody to grab the game by the scruff of the neck for him. Bruno Fernandes did an interview and he was talking about how he wants to inspire players around him. The commentator just said there, you can always tell this United team by the body language of Bruno Fernandes. And those weren't my words, those were verbatim the words of what the commentator said. And he is completely right. Bruno Fernandes' head is down. Bruno Fernandes doesn't look like he wants to play football today. Again, Bruno Fernandes, I've got to be fair to him. He does try to make things happen. He's picking up that ball. He's trying to get it into the box. He does. He is the one that everything goes through. So he is going to lose the ball more. But look, people can disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. But I want something else. I think we need something else. But look, this is not about Bruno Fernandes. This isn't about, he is our best player by far. This is about team performance. This is about Ineos tonight. This is about Ineos' lack of investment. We want to go into the Champions League next season. If we want to see and again, for those who are Bruno Fernandes fans, I get that. If we got a Tonali and Anderson, Bruno Fernandes, I think, would be better. We need players. We need something different. This is abysmal. This is as bad as Chelsea were, Arsenal were. This is just absolutely just disgraceful. But let's go through your chats. Look, guys, we have been here before. This is not the first time. We have been here many times this season. We've seen this side. We are going to get stick. We are going to get absolute stick after this game. Unless we win it, we're going to get stick. Let's have a little look at what we're saying. This is a test for Carrick. Let's see. Sorry if you've already said it or if he's injured, but surely Maguire should have played. Yeah, Maguire is got a red card, buddy, and he's just not playing because he got a red card. Dino says outclassed. Dino says he'll play for for another 1,000 years. They're getting booed. Euro at it again, gets the ball and always looks back. And that's a fair point, Liam. He did play six. He played 8. I think he played 8, not 6. Yeah, done that one. All we are doing is making it worse for Spurs. Shocking first half. I would bite your hand off for a point as well. Declan says Carrick had over 20 days to prepare and we still look like a team with strangers out there. This is the worrying part. Tactically naive, so far Beak second half. Let's see if he can actually change. 24 days just to watch a bunch. I do agree with you. My God, what an awful first half. Heaven for Euro, Mount for Ugarte, and put Bruno back next to Casemiro. Can't believe I waited 20 days for this. I'd like to stick a boot in on these players' calves. Ugarte off, Mbumo or Xerxes on. Dallo on for Maz or Shaw too. Need to smash into somebody, says Dino. I do. Well, not me, but them. Bruno is not the problem. I don't think that Bruno is necessarily the problem, by the way. I'm not blaming this on Bruno. What I'm saying here is whether people accept this or not, this club is something different. Our captain, this is what if you've not experienced what a captain is at this club, and I'll keep saying this till I'm blue in the face, is this. In games like this, you need a captain who is going to grab this team by the scruff of the neck. Bruno Fernandes, whether we like that or not, has taken up the mantle of that. It's part of his job. Whether he likes it or not, whether Bruno Fernandes fans enjoy hearing that or not, that is part of your role as the captain. Bruno Fernandes doesn't do that. That is not who he is. And whether you like it, whether I like it, Bruno Fernandes isn't that guy, and we need a captain who's going to do that. And unless Bruno Fernandes can pick this game up, look, if we lost this game and Bruno Fernandes did everything that he could, and you could see it, I'd have no problem with Bruno in that capacity. But Bruno Fernandes, look, people have a bad game. Teams have a bad game, and it's not their fault. But it's not excusable for Bruno Fernandes. Like, again, and this isn't me, the commentators were talking about the body language. It is not acceptable for Bruno's head to go down. That is my problem. Players have a bad game, I can accept it. But I will never, and I can never accept him as captain of this club. I can't do it. Now, I will concede that he's, one of the best offensive players in the world potentially, but I will never concede on the point that he is not a United captain. When I've got Roy Keane sat there in front of my screen, knowing what he would do in this game, I will never accept Bruno Fernandes as captain of this club. I never will. Is this the worst half by United under Carrick? Yes, it is. Take 5JB, I can see the stream coming out of your ears. Mount for Ugarte, Mbeumo for Cunha, Dallo for Mazraoui to fix the midfield, add the movement. Stoppers looking like 11 strangers, not the perfect options. Pivot time. Abysmal. That's the only real thing that I can say. I mean, is this any worse than Amorim? Keane would take the game by the scruff of the neck. Bruno in the midfield, Ugarte off. Cunha at 10. What if Fernandes wasn't the captain? Would you give him a bit more grace? Yes, Liam. I would. Look, Bruno Fernandes, for me, I know what Bruno Fernandes is, right? He's a maverick. He's going to have, he's either going to be, change it over. He's either going to do this sublime, or he's going to do the ridiculous. Right? That is who he is, and I can accept that. All right, 100% can accept that completely. But the problem for me, as Liam has said there, is that if he wasn't the captain, then I wouldn't mind that performance because I know what he is. But the moment you accept the captaincy of this club, look at Maguire. Let's just look at that, right? Maguire wasn't a captain necessarily. It impacted his game, right? Not necessarily saying that it's impacting Bruno Fernandes' game. Let's have a little look. There we go, better. I'm not saying it's necessarily impacting what Bruno Fernandes' ability can do. Bruno Fernandes is not a captain, and I think it needs to go to somebody that can grab the game by the scruff of the neck. And if Bruno Fernandes, the captaincy wasn't there, I think it's too big for him. I think the captaincy, at this club is too big for 99% of people. I do. Is it fair that Bruno Fernandes is scrutinised as much as I do? No, it's not. But when you are the captain, you have to. At this club, I can't keep expressing this and explaining this enough to people. There are two clubs in this country where the captaincy is more than the players. Liverpool and us. And it doesn't make sense to some people. If you're of a particular age, it doesn't make sense. There are certain captains across different clubs. In England, in my view, it is United, Liverpool. You are more than the players. You have to be not one of the fans, but you've got to be bigger than anything. And Bruno Fernandes isn't that. And if Bruno Fernandes wasn't the captain, fine. You know, I accept it. But I cannot accept him as captain. Let's see what you guys are saying. The performance is up there with Amarin, says Liam. Sadly, mate, it is. If you pivot and you say it, clap your hands. If you pivot and you clap there. We've come back from 2-0 down before Aston Villa. We came back 3-2, I believe. This is Bluey Games. 2 minutes on the timer. I think I've changed it now. If Bruno doesn't call him... If Bruno fans didn't call him a midfielder, I would give him grace, as Jad. We're missing Maguire and Adalo. Switch says we're missing a likeable team. Bruno is like Pogba. He needs someone to lead him and not the other way around. I agree with that completely. I said this. Bruno doesn't show up when we absolutely need him. Bruno has the unbelievable ability to make me want to take a bath with my best friend, Mr. Toaster, says Switch. Need to see clear intentions and a game plan. It's carried time. We're going to see it. We're going to see Bruno Fernandes, the friendly ghost. I want Bruno Fernandes in this second half to come out and shut us all up. That is what I want. Like, I don't want to be sat here. I don't want to be sat here saying Bruno Fernandes, you know, captain of this club. Bruno Fernandes can't play well every game. You know, he is, at times, he is a majestic, wonderful player. He is available. He's available. There's not many players that can say that. I want Bruno Fernandes to be... I want Bruno Fernandes to be this constant... amazing player. I do. Like, I really, really do. I don't know. Liam says, I agree. In a perfect world, Bruno doesn't fit the captain. Unfortunately, we have a vacuum of leaders in the squad and he's captain by proxy. I don't blame him for that. And Liam, look, Liam, as always, Liam, if you've been on here before, Liam always makes some fantastic points. And Liam, I agree with you. I do agree with you on that. He is by proxy the captain because there is nobody else. I mean, Maguire at this stage, but I think Liam is right. I think we have got a team, and as I think many of you have said in the past, is we lack a team of leaders. You know, Bruno Fernandes, this shouldn't be on his shoulders. You know, I'm going to go in defence a little bit of Bruno Fernandes as well, by the way. It shouldn't be on Bruno Fernandes. It should be on all of these senior players to take responsibility. Yes, it goes on Bruno Fernandes's, you know, it is him. But it shouldn't just be on him. You know, he shouldn't be taking all of this flack. This is a team game. You know, these players need to be accountable. And Bruno, as Liam says there, is not only captain by proxy, he's accountable by the same fact as well because no one else steps up. So I do feel sorry for Bruno in some way, but when you take it, you absolutely have to. So we've started off. Right, so we've started off. We have started off. I'm 40 minutes, 35 minutes behind. Let's have a little look, see what we're saying in the chats. 0 changes, yeah. So if you have just joined, 0 changing. People watching on TNT and Sky, let me know when the game restarts. I'm on Behance Sports in the Middle East. Bruno giving Shesko advice. Look what improved it made to Harry Maguire when captain armband was taken off him. I think we need to buy a captain. I think we need to buy with him. So not one change says it all. No plan B. Exactly. No changes. I mean, come on, Carrick. Switches, come on, we can come back. I hope so. I hope so. We can't concede a third. We can't. Well, we cannot concede a third. We cannot concede a third. Penalty. Oof. We do, Dino. We do need a season's best 45 minutes here. Casemiro. This is just unbelievable. Shocking. Can we come back? Am I behind? I am, and I, fuck's sake. I'm so far behind, by the way. Can we get a new poll? Can we? Who's getting booked? Shocking. Right, okay. Okay. New poll. Can we come back? Can we come back? Three new incoming. Carrick needs to change something now. He needs to be reactive and not, like a lot of you have said, we need Defo. We do. Mazraoui looks off it. Mazraoui looks off it by a mile. Dallo, who would have thought that we'd be saying that we need him on? It's ridiculous. Maz left back. Yeah. Seven votes all said no. Go on, Ray. You can ask me a question, Ray. You can ask me any question that you like. I'm sure it will be more interesting than this game. It is Switch. Agree with you. It's like nobody wants Champions League football. Yeah, this team. If we get to the Champions League, but do you know the good thing about this team? The one thing I will say about this team is that you are guaranteed that it will let you down. You are guaranteed. The moment that I start to trust these players, the moment I start to believe in these players. Look, this is looking rather amateur. Yeah, I agree with you. It really is, Liam. Ray says, if Carrick wasn't English, would he be considered for the United job? No. No. The reason why, Ray, that he is being considered is because he is the cheap option. United want the cheap option. We can't afford it. We can't afford it, Ray. I think this is what it comes down to, is we don't have the players. We don't have the coaches. Michael Carrick is out of his depth, but he's going to become the manager. So side to side, awful watch. Papering over the cracks. Exactly, Declan. Exactly. No English team should be allowed in Europe at this rate, says Sully. Exactly. Disgraceful. But we can afford a new stadium. We can't. We absolutely can't afford a new stadium. How are we going to pay? How are we going to pay for a stadium and buy 10 new players? Yeah. Can you imagine the quality of that game? The Chelsea game is going to be absolutely abysmal. Woodgate is a mole, says Cold Logic. Legend. I love that. Is he a mole? Steve Holland. Sorry, but I may be in the majority, but I'd rather have my successful United back of old over $1 billion stadium. I agree with you. I don't want a stadium. I don't want the $1 billion stadium. I don't want to. I don't. We are out of ideas. Also, my mate just got me a few memorabilia stuff. Giggs, Scholes and Rooney. He's a good mate. Sky says, I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to bed. I don't blame you, Sky. Red card. Fuck's sake. He's gone, and he's fucking gone. He's gone. He has gone. He has gone. He has gone. What an absolute fucking idiot. Just what an 25 games for this dog shit. 25 games. Let's put this into perspective, says Liam. This will be Carrick's second loss out of 12 games. This isn't the end of the world, but the record isn't good. Fucking prat. Absolute idiot. And look, Liam, I think you make a good point. Liam, I think Liam makes when we're looking at facts, Liam, I think that Liam makes a good point. But I think I would offer a different argument here, and I would say this: yes, whilst Carrick has only lost 2, this would be his second loss, which it is going to be a loss now. It's the performances. The last 5 games have been absolutely dreadful, and we've been getting worse and worse and worse. If you look at the first 5, and if you look at the last 5, we've lost 2. We've lost 2. We've drawn. He grabbed for the shirt. It's his fault for having. Cold Logic says he grabbed for his shirt. It's his fault for having long hair. I love it. I love it, mate. I love it. Leo said, "What? Who made these rules, says Leo. We haven't played well since City and Arsenal. This is the worst. Then Amron says Sully. Yeah. But look, again, I do need to put this into perspective. You know what's going to income after the game. I am going to have a rant. But look, let's put this into perspective, right? The perspective is this. I thought that we would finish somewhere between 8th and 10th this season. Don't get me wrong, this game is abysmal. I can't... This team is awful. But from where we were to where we are, at least we're in fight. At least we're in fight for third. We are still in there. So, I take heart from what Liam's saying now. I do. This isn't great. We are going to lose. But we are going to be on the same points as Villa. 3 points behind Liverpool. Chelsea are 7 points behind us. I think that we'll probably just stumble. If we can beat Chelsea, that puts us, 11 ahead. It's not finished. It's not finished. It's not finished yet. It's not finished yet. But how many chances are we going to get? How many chances are we're going to get? Cold Logic says now fans can finally appreciate that Manu brings control. Sally says worst game I've ever seen. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is horrible. I think the whole team, Carrick has got this completely wrong as well, by the way. Carrick not making subs at half time, says Alex Ferguson. I think Michael Carrick is very naive. This is why if I was picking a manager, I wouldn't pick Carrick. As I've said, the only way Michael Carrick is not going to get this job is if this team will collapse. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting performance today. Just when you think this team can't get any lower, it gets lower and lower and lower. Leeds have just been the better team from start to finish. I think that's something that we can accept. Abysmal. I mean, Carrick, mate, just do something, buddy. Carrick, just do something, mate. Carrick will get the job because he's cheap and Alex Ferguson, I couldn't have summed it up better if I tried. Michael Carrick is going to get the job because he's Ineos's guy. He's a yes man and he's cheap. Simple as that. Simple as that. The issue is we got hyped up saying things like if Amron was sacked earlier, we could be in a title race. I would still heavily bet that we finish in the Champions League spot. We need to relax. I think Liam, hopefully Liam, you know that on this channel that I've never been one for getting hyped. I've never been one for saying that we're going to win the league. I still think we need to relax. I think we'll still finish in the Champions League spots. But at the same time, for me, the worrying thing is going into next season. Codelo says every other team can beat us with 10 men, so why can't we do it? Exactly. Martin is with a red card for that is ridiculous. It is, but that unfortunately are the rules of the game, my friend, sadly. But that is a good point though. Why can teams beat us with 10, but we can't beat teams with 10? We need a top manager, not Carrick. JB, is this your new channel? No, mate. This is the same channel, buddy. No. No, mate. I've just decided to do a proper stream tonight. Jesus. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even know what to say. I think we can say plenty of it after the game. Bruno Fernandes booked for descent again. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong tonight. Bruno Fernandes had just been booked for descent as well. This is just. Get in there. Straight through the middle. Straight through the middle. Well done. Cunha. End to end. I mean, look, there is still time. There's still time for this. There's still time. Turn it off, JB. After show's going to be interesting. Just turn it off, JB. Martinez Euro combination has to be atrocious. Mazraoui or whoever's been shocking as well. It could be worse. We could be Spurs, Leeds winning, making it worse for them. Yes. Make some subs. Coach, obviously, the issue with this team is everyone has to be perfect to win. We can't have too many absent players. Can't have a big or too small gap between games. We do have a serious lack of quality. Max says, if Carrick gets the job, I'm done with United. It would be very hard to convince someone we are the team that's third. And people thought Arsenal are the meme this weekend. Upstep United to take the title for comedy. Take me to the back five. As much as I want to do well, I don't want him to win today, says Wave Cutter. It is Come on. Just get one. Come on. We just need a draw. I mean, I'm... We need a point. We need a point. We need a point. So Carrick is away to bring off Ahmad, who's been the most dangerous player. Our homegrown midfield could be McTominay, Garner, Mainu. How do you think they do? I think they'd be doing better than what we're doing now. I think that's 100%. Liam says that's a foul. Yeah. I said from the start we needed actual friendly matches and not just a camp. Don't watch them, Sully. A lot of respect, yeah. For Daniel Fark, but we can't let him even, well, you know, red for Martinez, no foul for Shesko. Midfield needs an overhaul. Lucha just put himself on the transfer list. I would sell him anyway. Get in there! Get in there! Come on! Oh, fuck's sake. Liam says, honestly, I'm so tired of people who seem to enjoy complaining about everything and threatening to watch this team. And look, Liam, I think you can be frustrated. I think you can complain about this team. But if there's one thing, Liam, I will not do, my friend, is I personally will not stop watching the team, mate. And I think you do have a good point. Well, Bruno Fernandes has got his assist. So Fernandes has got his assist for his personal accolades. Now get Evans on, and here we go. Out of nowhere, Casemiro pops up. Experienced players. Exactly, Sully. 2-1. We need one more. Let's just get a draw and let's just get out of it. No Casemiro. No assist record, says Chad. Go on, Dallo. Go on, Dallodinho. Come on. Oh, this is edgy stuff. This is edgy stuff. The enigma of a club scoring after going 10 men down. Like what? Mbumo changed his team. Almost half of his assists or crosses to Casemiro, says Chad. This is Leeds without their best player as well, says Code Logic. One more. Come on. I don't care how we do it. I don't care. Let's just get another goal. The United goal came out of nothing, says Man City Fan Vlogs. It did. That means he assists to Casemiro. Liam does make a good point. An assist is an assist, but this is what I mean about Bruno Fernandes, Liam. I would have Bruno Fernandes in this team. There is no doubt. Bruno Fernandes does Bruno Fernandes things. His head has been down the whole game. I don't think that he's a captain, but Bruno Fernandes does things that no one else can. And this is why I would keep him, but he needs the captaincy gone. He does. Euro is useless. 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Man City fan vlog says so far well deserved for Leeds United. Yeah, I agree with you completely. Leeds have been the better side. That's a fact. That is a fact. They have been. They have been. If you get the chance to watch Freiburg, have a look at John Mazambi. He's dominating many games in the CM. I have heard that name from Freiburg, but I will check him out as well. Nonto is on. That's going to be a difficult one. Nonto is on. Do you think City v Arsenal game will decide the fate of the Premier League? Yes, I do, Man City fan vlogs. Yeah, I do. City and Pep this time of the year are machines. Pep's win, I think, is 70%. I think City are probably going to go on and win the league. I do. The one thing that I admire about City, what they did was they decided that they wanted to try and keep pace and try to win the league. So they went out and bought two of the league's best players. City are a machine. City are a machine. They're a winning machine. Pep knows how to win. You bought two fantastic players. And, you just know how to win games. You do. This game clearly demonstrates that signing two CMs to replace Ugarte and Casemiro is nowhere near enough. I agree, Code Logic. I think we need three. I think we needed one. And I think we need to replace Casemiro and Ugarte. I think you're right. Is that the green shirt behind you? Yes, it is. It is the green goalkeeper shirt behind me. Yeah, it is. Yes. I love that shirt. One of my favourite shirts of all time. Love it. Oh. Wasn't Mason Mount supposed to be back for the game, Code Logic? Well, Mason Mount was supposed to be fit. Mason Mount isn't fit. Mason Mount isn't fit. This club is lying to us. Man City fan vlog says it's only a matter of time before they make it 3-1. You could be right. But we have faith. We have faith on this channel. We have faith because that's all we've got is faith. That's all we've got is faith on this channel, my friend. So all we've got is faith. Come on, ref. Seriously. Go on, Dallo. Go on, Shesko. Shesko for the draw. But the thing is here as well, we've played one game in a month. We should be able to play 10 against 11. I'm sorry. Comeback would have been possible if it wasn't for the Lucha Red. I love you, Stockport. Says, hi, did anyone see the Stockport County game yesterday at Wembley? I'm a Stockport fan, it wasn't good. Was this the Luton one? Yeah, they lost to Luton. What a... Honestly. Larman's is just... That's 2 saves. That's two goal... Brilliant. Yeah, I did see some of the highlights of that game. I think that was a Luton game, wasn't it? Larmins. Yeah, but I don't care. That was a good save. I was there. It wasn't worth the trip. Sad times. Sad times for you, my friend. Sad times. It's never nice when you go away. Euro Heaven and Vitek need to go on loan to Nice. Come on in, Boomo. We had the lead on the 11th minute and half time. It was 2-1 Luton. Oof. Come on. Because Leeds will give you a chance. But so will Dallo. Castle rolling back the year, says Scott. He is. We can grab a cheeky Desmond here. Smash and grab. Draw it incoming. We'll get a chance, says Declan. We can. We can. Let's get it. I love that phrase. Cold. Oh, Euro, mate. That was going wide, buddy. Good tackle. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Casemiro. Come on. Come on. Come on. We've got another chance for Wembley, and the playoffs are coming up soon. We'll probably be in it. Look, I do wish you the best of luck. I do wish Stockport County the best of luck. Shesko will score. Shesko smash and grab. I bloody hope so. Come on. Yoro looks clueless. Come on and boot, Mo. Because says, do you think the players know that this is a derby? I would probably say not. Bruno run. Bruno run. Bruno run. Bruno run. Oh, Bruno's walking there. Watch what Bruno Fernandes does there, by the way. Watch what Bruno Fernandes does there. That is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, you watch what Bruno Fernandes does there. That is disgusting. I'm sorry, that is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Was the red card fair enough for you? Not, yeah. He's pulled his hair, innit? Come on. just get it into the box. A point is a point. I don't care. Get it into the box. We've legitimately played better since being down to 10 men. It's like they need to put... And Liam, it is. I find it ridiculous. I find it such a ridiculous notion that we only seem to play when it counts. Corner. Mbumo. I tell you what, funnily enough, Mbumo looks better. Mbumo looks sharp. Mbumo looks sharp. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fucking hell. 7 minutes. Is this the Bruno podcast? Well, Bruno Fernandes is the epitome of this team, as everybody tells me. Bruno Fernandes is the best player in this team, player of the season. You know, it is the Bruno Fernandes show, by the way. So, you know, Bruno Fernandes has to get spoken about. You know, Bruno Fernandes fans, I'm not saying that you are. Bruno Fernandes fans can't have it the both ways. You know, Bruno Fernandes can't do everything when it goes right, and that takes no responsibility when it goes wrong. Scott says we're going to miss Casemiro next season. Yes, we are. I think we'll end up 2-1 to Leeds United, the way United are playing. Yes. Come on in, Mbumo. Shesko! Oh, what save! Oh. Bruno done enough talking on the pitch. Time to cover a full podcast. Hasn't shut up the refs here. Oh! Oh! Cunha. No, fuck off. That's a dive, ref. Thank you. Yes. Diving little shit. Absolute diving little shit. Fucking diver. How have we not scored there? How have we not got lucky and scored there? Well done to the referee for not... Well done, ref. $10 here. I'm hoping it's at least another 10. We do, Scott. What is up with this? Why do we look better with 10 men? Question needs to be asked: where was the intensity in the first half? Liam, it has to be asked every single game, Liam. It's got to be asked every single game. Every single game this has to be asked. This has been consistent all season. Why is the intensity not there? Scott said no Mbumo or Dalot. Griffiths says hi, mate. Hello, Griffiths. Griffiths, mate, I hope you're doing well. Well done, Shaw. Leeds tearing United apart. We're not having the best of days. Calvert looking way better than Watkins. I know. Cold logic. I gave Calvert Lewin a load of stick, and I take it back. I do. I take it back. I take it right back. Come on, we just need a Shesko header. Oh, Luke Shaw. Do you call Leeds v United a derby day? It is a derby. It is a derby. It's not Liverpool, but it is a derby. We've got to make this count. Game's done. 7 extra minutes. Come on. It's a big derby for Leeds. They hate us. Exactly, Liam. Leeds deserve to win this point. They were amazing today. I do think as good as Leeds have been, I think we've been terrible. I do. If you'd asked me against Everton maybe or a Newcastle, look, you can't take anything away from Leeds today. Leeds have been fantastic. I do think that this has been us below par again. I think we've helped Leeds out as well. But again, you can't take anything away from Leeds. Go on, Dallo. Go on, Dallo Dino. Go on, Shaw. Leeds, yeah, same patterns under multiple managers. Serious play issues at this club. Sully, I do not disagree with you. United made Leeds look. Yeah, I do agree with you. 7 minutes. Here we go. Come on, Shesko header. Come on. For fuck's sake. Fucking pointless. For fans in the north, it's a big game. So Arsenal's a big game. Fans in the south, we all hate City, Liverpool and City, says Cold Logic. Disgraceful. Is the Bruno podcast? No, it's not. It's not the Bruno podcast. Can someone please tell Dallo he can't shoot? Come on, Mbumo. Is this the Bruno podcast? No. I love Stockport. It's almost as if you understand simple multiplication. Come on. We need one more chance. One more chance. Do you know what? It makes Chelsea a absolute must win game. None of this. 1981. Come on. Come on, Declan. I hope Declan's right. I hope he's right. I want to see a 95th minute Ugarte redemption winner. I want to see an Ugarte redemption winner. Stockport, are you Michael Owen in disguise, says Liam. Come on. I hope Declan's Rice. Anyone who says give Carrick the job is not a United fan. Look, we will go into it, Max. I will be doing a match reaction show as well. By the way, I think we'll go through it. Tottenham in relegation, they're going to go down. It's happening. I think Spurs are in trouble. Euro, just stop passing it sideways. Get it forward. We will talk about this after the game. We will talk about it. Come on, just get it into the box. Go on, Lenny. Oh, come on, come on, come on, Shesko. Roy Hodgson is the only man, says Declan. I quite fancy Pardew. To be fair, I think we should go for Pardew. I think we should go for Pardew. I do. Let's go for Pards. Come on, Casemiro. Oh, was that not a corner? Fuck's sake. Brendan Rodgers. Shocking. Disgrace. Harry Redknapp just for transfer deadline day. Come on, Shesko. That's a great header. Let's get it into the box. Go on, Bruno. Go on, Bruno. Do some Bruno. Oh. Do some Bruno things, Bruno. Last one. Last one. Come on. Decision for the manager at the end of the season. I still think it's going to be Carrick. Go on, Larmin's winner. Dog shit. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Igor Tudor. Look. Look, where do we even go for that? Look, we can quickly talk about the game now, but we will. I am going to do a match reaction show after this as well, so we can get into it in that show as well. So I am going to go to a vertical feed after this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Am I surprised at the performance? Did I think we could be as bad? Look, the performances haven't been great. Did I think we'd get worse at this part of the season? My answer to that would be no. This is without a doubt one of the worst performances I've seen all season. This is just awful. Code Logic says bad news for us, worse for Spurs. You know, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what. I know what we are. My question here now is how do we fix this? What do we do to fix it? You know, we want to be in the Champions League, and this goes beyond a singular play. You know, this is not Bruno Fernandes's fault. Well, this is not Ugarte's fault. You know, this is not a singular player fault. Yes, during games they are not great, but this is bigger than players. This is the club. This is not acceptable. This is a Wilcox. You know, he's got to take a lot of this blame. But you know, to be fair to some people in this chat, look, it is not game over yet. You know, I've got to play the other side to this and say it's not as if we're not in a top 5 race. Let's be clear on this. The performance tonight was disgusting. It's not acceptable. And we will talk about it. The thing that worries me, and I've been saying this for the last 5-6 games, is when the performances get worse and worse and worse, which they have been, how do you pick yourself up to go and win a game? And as Code Logic says there, it's not arranging a single game for nearly a month is shocking. You can tell by how we started. Exactly. John, I agree with you. Leeds deserve the win. But I would say on this occasion, I would normally put my hands up and I would say, you know, look, this is not taken away from Leeds, by the way. Leeds deserve the win. Let's be having this straight. Leeds deserved the win. But unlike other performances that I've seen, we helped Leeds out today. You know, if we are able to play like that with 10 men in parts, why aren't we able to do that for the home game? There is 100% something, as we've been saying, this team is not good. This team is a disgrace. I do agree with Liam. The 23-day break isn't good. This is where, as Liam says, this is why you have a pre-season to get sharp. There's a difference between not playing games and when you rest than when you play games, right? I'll give you an example. I'm training to run 100k. I've got to train. The rest days, if I rest for too long, when I then go for a run, and I'm not even a high-end sports person, these guys have to maintain the sharpness every single game. A break in between games every 3 or 4 days is good. But as Liam says there, we are now seeing the repercussions of us finishing 15th last season. We're seeing the repercussions of not being in the Carabao Cup. We're seeing the repercussions of us not being in the FA Cup because we need games. And it is our own fault. It is our own fault, and Smart is right as well. We deserve this. We deserve this tonight. We are going to deserve the banter tonight. We are going to get banter. We're going to get Arsenal fans bantering us tonight. Look, at the end of the day, we are in a top 5 race. It's not as if we were 11 points, potentially 12 points ahead in the league, and we're going to bottle the league. Look, we are not that bad, but we got to get into the Champions League, and this is probably more than anything else, is we've got to get into the Champions League, because if we don't, the repercussions next season are going to be huge. So look, I'm going to go. I will be back in at about 20 past 10. I'm going to set up the match reaction show. We will get on it. Not on the beers. Well, I might have a beer. No, I'm not going to. But we will get on it. So I will be back. Blue Game says our fan is so toxic positivity. Like, we're not bad. We're back. Just had a few good games. Exactly. Look, save it up. Save it up. I will be back at about 20 past 10. I'm going to set the show up now. And let's go for it. Look, I think we have to get this off of our chest. And I think you're right as well. This is the second game that he's lost, but I think for me it's the manner of the performance. But look, we're still in a top 5 race. Let's be clear here. Chelsea are 7 points behind us. Right? If we beat them, we are in Champions League. I would have bitten your hand off at the start of the season if you promised me 5th. I would have bitten your hand off. I don't like how we're playing. I can't stand this team. I don't like what we're doing. I think the manager appointment is going to be all wrong. But we've got to get into the Champions League. But look, we can talk about the performance tonight. Disgraceful, but I do think there is a little bit of perspective needed. But this is not good. So look, guys, I will be back at about 20 past 10. We'll go through the game. I want you to bring in everything that you want to bring in. We'll do a late show. It is your show. And we'll go through this. So look, thank you for watching. I'm JB. This is the United Devil channel. I really do appreciate you guys being on here with me. Look, we've gone through the game again. More punishment as always. We've lost to Leeds 2-1. 3 points would have been handy. And we were absolutely abysmal. But look, I will be back in about 20 minutes time. Match reaction. Join me if you can't. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys in about 20 minutes. So go and grab yourself a drink. Go to the toilet, go punch something. Yeah, I'll see you guys very, very, very soon. Take care.